So as a brilliant young scientist and doctor, he was confident that science had all the answers. Faith, he thought, was just wishful thinking for people who stopped asking questions. But that changed one day in the hospital as Collins was treating a patient with terminal cancer. He saw something he couldn't explain. People facing death, yet they were full of peace and hope. One woman who was frail and fearless looked at him and asked him, "Doctor, what is it that you believe?" That question really stopped him cold in his tracks. He realized he really didn't know. So he began to research, study, read like he would. And he read the book, Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis, and he found something unexpected. A faith that wasn't blind but deeply rational, logical. Lewis's arguments about universal moral laws really shook him to his core. If right and wrong were more than a cultural idea, maybe there was something more. Maybe there was a creator behind it all. At the same time, Collins was studying the Human Genome Project, or the code itself, billions of letters woven into astonishing order, and he began to sense this was no accident. He later went on to say, "I see DNA, the information molecule of all living things, as God's language." And so when the Human Genome Project, was completed, Collins called it both a scientific triumph and an act of worship. Listen to what he said. He said, "The God of the Bible is also the God of the genome. He can be worshipped in a cathedral or in a laboratory." So here you have Collins, who was an atheist, and now today he is a Christian. He didn't find God by rejecting science. He actually found God through science. For him, science reveals how God created the universe, and faith actually reveals why.